best expert about creating great content. I'm usually the person responsible for removing the content. I mean, I think if you think from a safety perspective, my advice would be don't go all in from straight away. Like really learn the platform, be a consumer, see what kind of content's popular on TikTok. Understand the content of TikTok and understand the features and the policies as well. So I think it's really important to, don't go all in. I think we've always got a tendency to go straight into something when realistically, you should really learn about the practices and the policies behind it. I think as well, I would say, try to recognize, the different types of spaces on TikTok that are important. So, understand like if you're 18 plus, do you want to go onto the live platform? That's a totally different environment than the short video platform. And also the features that we have. So there's tons of really useful features that can make your content super creative, super enjoyable and super interesting, but there's a lot of different features that you can use. So I'd suggest, really going slowly, testing things out, don't go too footed straight away and take it step by step. I mean, I think, we really recognize that we play an important role, and so we don't expect parents to get it right all the time, and so we've got lots of restrictions in place. We have different types of ways in which we can classify content and send appropriate content to different user demographics. But from a parent's perspective, so from my own experience, I think, Professor Hanan mentioned this as well. Early conversations, open conversations. Making it really normalized in your environments. Having the conversation with your kids from 7, 8, not wait until they're 14, 15 when they're already going to be way more advanced in social media than you ever will be. I think that's the most important thing. And kind of try to go on that journey together as much as you can without, feeling like you're sort of policing them, but trying to have that conversation where they feel like you're engaged and you're part of that journey. I think that's the most important advice that I would give to any parent, also a terrified parent as well. I think screen time limits is really, really important, and I think you have to sort of try to put more stricter limits in place for certain ages on the platform, which we do an awful lot of. So, under 16, it's limited to 60 minutes. There's other ways in which we highlight your screen usage time to make people much more aware of their screen time. I think as well, making sure that people only get access to certain parts of the platform. So private spaces such as direct messenger. I, personally as a trust and safety practitioner for many years, recognize that there's more risks in private spaces than public spaces. So public spaces everybody can look at, parents can look at, they can see what's going on. Private spaces less so. So I think it's really important that you recognize that private spaces can be more difficult and certainly have slightly higher risks. I also think that in the opposite side of things, we don't allow people to go live until they're 18. Live stream as well is a totally different environment. And you really need to learn a little bit more about posting content before you go live. So it's also important, I think, from a mental well-being perspective, that we restrict some of the more challenging spaces to make sure people get some experience first, make sure that they're experienced before they go into those new areas of the platform.